Venom 3 is facing a major problem, and that major problem is Spider-Man. So let's talk about what I've heard and why exactly Venom 3 is facing this significant Spider-Man problem. So a lot of you guys know when I talk about Spider-Man and some of the things I hear about the character usually comes from a place that's pretty reliable. So I'm willing to sometimes talk about it and talk about what I know in case it can't be traced back or anything like that and nobody's going to be in danger of anything. This is another one of these videos where I'm pretty confident because two people have separately told me the same thing. And again, it's related to the whole Spider-Man deal and how it's affecting Venom 3. So I guess this is in a way an exclusive I am dropping here. Here's a scoop for you. So notice how Venom 3 was announced at this point what feels like forever ago. And Venom 2 literally came out what feels like forever ago. And there's been very slow, almost non-existent movement. Whereas to Venom 1 and 2, from announcement to get it done, was quick. And this is, at its core, a Spider-Man problem and a Spider-Man dilemma. And from what I've been told, it's not even an issue between Marvel Studios, Disney, and Sony fighting for Spider-Man, because that's all been worked out. It's more of an issue with them figuring out how to actively work Spider-Man in, because they want him in the third film. And from what I've been told, Sony internally believes that this is going to be it for Venom, at least this iteration of the character, and they see it as a missed opportunity to not have him face a version of Spider-Man. And that's been the holdup and why progression on the film, including starting any sort of production, has been almost non-existent. It's all over Spider-Man. And essentially, Sony has figured, and they can use Tom Holland if they want, but it can't be the MCU version. It'd have to be a variant. But Sony doesn't want to pay an arm and a leg for Tom Holland, which could then look bad on the whole Marvel Studios side of it, because some people would be rather confused and left conflicted. At the same time, from what I've been told, and this is the big part, Sony wants to have their own Spider-Man in their Spider-Verse that's not Tom Holland. And they know that if they introduce a new Spider-Man, that could cause some backlash, which is why they're stuck between a rock and a hard place, really. It's either you get Tom Holland, and then you do the Venom meetup, but then people will be rather mad when that Spider-Man isn't appearing in Silk or any other projects, and then Venom seems like it's in its own world, but some of these other projects are going to acknowledge it. Or you introduce this new Spider-Man, and he's a Spider-Man for the new universe, but then people do not have any personal connection to that Spider-Man who's fighting Venom, so they might rebel against it. So, when I was told this, again, by two different people who don't know each other, and again, they obviously use different wording and how they tell me stuff, but this tracks with everything I've told you guys previously in regards to Venom and Spider-Man and their Spider-Verse. And really, I won't be surprised if one or the other decision is made by the time they announce this film in the cast, because they're not going to keep it under wraps, because spoilers are going to hit pretty fast with this film, as they have with the last two. And there's also some ongoing discussion in regards to a completely different direction that might make a lot of fans very happy, but that's a long shot for that one.